Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Happy holidays! Happy New Year's. I'm very excited about the New Year's. How about y'all? Okay, yeah. Let me see. Oop. I just got back home, got back in my room. I had to take a walk outside and go to the store for some cigarettes. So happy New Year's for everybody out there. By the time you see this, will be New Year's Day. So out of all holidays, this is the one holiday that everybody's actually not at home and they doing the most craziest shit right now. Um, so this is going to be a two-part video for today and tomorrow. So this is the day before New Year's Eve. And I just wanted to let y'all know that I wanted to go over everything that I've been through in the last year and what it has taught me. Child, this has been a teachable moment for everybody out there. Yes, everything I done been through, like y'all been through, has been a teachable moment. Um, so I want to look back on my 2019, starting January. I have met so many people, both that was very influential, somebody who was amazing, funny, who I could look up to. I have spoken to my former pastor about, my life and what I was going through in the last couple of years before meeting him. And a lot of people from my old church, I actually gained friendships with and spoke to about a lot of things. For people to get to know me, we had to really sit down and get deep into the conversation. So, sorry about that. It's just couldn't help it. So, one thing I definitely said I was slowing down from was the drinking and smoking. Like, don't get me wrong, it has been a hard year to really stop my addiction, but I found myself to have addiction with smoking a lot, and drinking was more easy, like, it was more easily cut off than smoking because I really don't like the taste of alcohol that much anymore. Like, if you stop yourself from from drinking for like 6 to 8 months, maybe more, you won't feel like alcohol tastes the same. Alcohol really doesn't taste the same, and you won't get the same type of buzz that you get. For anybody out there who quit drinking, big up to you, props to you, people who slow it down. Um, I'm showing you mad love because it's not easy. Trust and believe. I believe some people when they say it's not easy to stop the smoking and the drinking. I admit that I had a huge problem with it because um I let that be the reason to ease my pain, and I overly medicated myself with drinking 4 or 5 times a week. Like I said, if you've been in my position, you know. Every time I get paid, I was buying bottles. I was buying cigarettes. I was buying Black and Miles. And then the Black and Miles, it was just horrible. So I wanted to just quit that. And I was like, you know what? Let me test myself to see if I can stop the smoking as long as I could and I could stop the drinking. I didn't want to lie to myself and I wasn't going to lie to nobody. But like I said, it's like I have to learn how to, you know, slow down and put my mind on other things, which I did. So, for people who's not around me much, they can't assume anything about me because you're not here when I'm here and you're not out there in the world when I'm out there. I'm by myself majority of the time. So this is the reason why I am telling people this. I found myself to be a lot a lot more aggressive about certain things. And when I come home, I just relax and ease the pain by drinking and smoking. So that was pretty much everything to me. And I was doing that 4 or 5 times a week. And then I slowed down. So half of my year, it was the best ever. And the other half was the worst ever. And if I have spoken to anybody out there about me and what I've been through, my life, it haven't been the best. I've been going through a lot of heartbreak. I've been going through a lot of headaches, betrayals, depression. I even had to go see a therapist about it. And can I say that it changed a lot? No, but it's starting to change things for me a little bit. Slowly it's working. I have made a complete turnaround back in June. And I said I was going to change some things about me. And that was being a lot more aggressive and open my mouth more, like speaking my mind and, letting people know what's going on with me and learn how to say no, nip shit in the butt, do things like that. And because of that, yeah, I might have lost a lot of people who's in my life, but they wasn't mine to have in my life in the beginning anyway. Certain people that was in my life for a reason, and some of them was a lesson learned. And I have to say that even though it was heartbreaking to lose some peoples in my life, but it let me know that they wasn't the right peoples anyway for me. So I have to thank God for that because He knew who wasn't right for me and who was right for me and who needed to be in my life to show me what I really need to see and hear what I need to hear. I listened to a couple of people's advice and I took it, and it actually made my life a little less stressful, surprisingly, because I was so desperate to keep people's around me, so I won't have to stop hearing from them and feel like I wouldn't be so lonely. But in fact, it made my life a lot better because it was so much stress coming from some people's, and then whenever I would bump heads with some people's and we can't seem to agree on anything or talk things out, it was like a lot more stress would come my way. And it would make it a lot harder for me to solve my problems with them. I hate to argue with peoples and fight because after that, to some peoples, we could never get back to the way we was. And that's heartbreaking because I wish I could get back to the way we was like months before then when we was talking a lot on the phone. We was joking, playing around, having fun. We managed to spend some time together. And people know who I'm talking about there. You know who I'm talking about if you're on here, but everybody was like it was a lesson learned. Like some people out here taught me how to be a little more aggressive, stop being so laid back and timid. Some people taught me that I'm not going to always win every battle. I'm not going to always have good days. And I need to learn how to stick things out with people's. And it was just a little harder. Like I say, it was hard to spot certain people's who's worth keeping around, the people's who's going to be around, and who people's going to just leave. And now I'm starting to see that a lot more people left than stick around. So now I know it just wasn't me, it was them. And I would like to place blame on me because I feel like I can't seem to let some control issues go based on my living situation, based on my life, and based on my friendships. And I just couldn't sit here and be like, okay, let me just let them do what they want to do to me. So with that said, I was like, okay, it's time for me to change up some stuff about me. And I bumped into an old church friend of mine's, and she was even giving me a little lesson, that I needed to learn. And that was stop letting people walk all over you. Like, it's not the fact that you being like too aggressive or laid back or anything like that. It was the fact that when people think they got access to you or they could gain access to what's yours, they feel like it's a wrap. They could do what the fuck they want to do. They could take control, and you can't say nothing. And that was not true. And I was like, yo, it's time for me to amp the up. Like, seriously, switch up, get a little more aggressive, speak how you feel. Then I learned about the chakras. Open 7 chakras up, like my heart chakra, my throat chakra, and my third eye. And I saw a lot more than what I thought I would never see. And I spoke my mind to some peoples, and I told people how I felt in my heart, show my heart to everybody, things like that. So it made me gain some associates, and it made me lose a lot of people in my life. But guess what? I don't regret it. So that part of my year was like a teachable moment, and it was a good moment. And then I bumped into an old friend of mine's, and because of him, I had a lit summer. I ain't gonna lie. I give him that much credit. Because of him, I had the best summer of my life. I did a lot. I was always outside. I ain't come home till like 3, 4, or 5 in the morning, maybe 6. And for people that knows me very well, know that I am not the outgoing type person, like staying out all night and coming home at 4 or 5 in the morning like I was young again. Because that was like in my teenage years, early 20s. I'm 33 years old. Yes, I'm still young, but I have an old soul, and I'm not like everybody else. I can't hang with the younger crowd and party it up till 4 or 5 in the morning. But for the first time in a long time, I actually got to do that, and I actually had fun. So, like I said, the first 6 months was the best 6 months of my life. And then my birthday came around. I had a shitty ass birthday, granted, but I made it up, took myself out, spoiled myself, did a lot of shopping, went to the movies, went out to eat, did clubbing, and for the first time in a long time, I actually went clubbing 3 months straight, like almost every weekend. I've been to the most outrageous clubs ever, and I've been to some boring clubs, and then I went to an all gay club that's males, and it was a lot of fun. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they know how to party it up, they know how to dress up and do their damn thing, and they taught me a lot of stuff too. And I had to be open to a lot of straight peoples because I haven't hung around straight peoples in a while. It's funny. It's nothing towards them. Is that I have a lot more gay friends. So if you know how that is, you know that you're surrounded by gay people 24/7. I love my gay peoples. I love my transgender peoples. I made a few transgender friends, which I fell in love with because they've been the most sweetest person in peoples in the world, and they're the type of people you want to talk to and you want to hang around because they can also teach you some things. And I'm not talking about dating or makeup wise. I'm talking about life lessons, and it opened my eyes to that community so much that I actually fell in love with them, and I couldn't stop being around them. So with that being said, it's like I gained so many friends because of that. And in the straight world, I barely have any straight friends, maybe about 2 or 3, and I barely see them on a regular basis. So, I don't know. So you could just take it how you want to take it. But I kind of fell into this whole category, which I didn't want to be in, because people will get the wrong idea about it. But it is what it is. It's whatever. So the last few days of this year, I want to end it off with saying that I don't want to bring in the New Year's with a lot of regret, a lot of hate in my heart, a lot of, complications or anything like that. So I'm going to switch up some things. And coming into 2020, it's going to be different. And I'm going to keep myself away from a lot of negative things and people's, what, bad energy. Bless my home again for the second time and show myself a little more love. I always pray and manifested prosperity, love, good health, and wealth. And I wish everybody out there the same. And I just hope that everybody gets exactly what they want, like I'm getting exactly what I want. And instead of keep saying I hope, is I know that I am going to be blessed with a lot more stuff, a lot more things that, you know, life could ever bring. And I have a lot more work to do. And with that being said, everybody, y'all have the most litest week ever, the most lit New Year's Eve ever. And I'm hoping that I get to see some fresh faces. I get to see some old faces that I used to deal with or chill with back in the days. But in all seriousness, everybody, be safe out there. Please never stop showing love. Never stop showing people that you care. Um, and always let people know how you feel deep down inside, because you'll never know if you're ever going to be able to say anything to that person again. It doesn't matter if you want to say I love you, I care for you, I'm always gonna have love for you, because like I said, you'll never know if you're ever gonna see anybody ever again. And I regret not telling some people's how I really felt. So because of that, I never ever will see them again. I lost them forever. And I'm talking about people's that passed away. I lost a lot of people's neighbors, old friends, people who watched me grow up. I lost them to cancer. I lost them to Alzheimer's. I lost them from violence. A lot of people I know in the past that's been hurt and killed, whatever like that, is like I lost them forever, and rest in peace to them. And I just wanted to let y'all know that I never regret what I've been through and throughout this whole year. And I just want to let y'all know that I really enjoyed 2019. And this year is going to be way different. Like I said, if anybody who doesn't know, I am dating again. And I do want to settle down and have more kids. And I've been talking about this for the past 3 months now. Like, I want to have more kids. I I do want to have a commitment, but it's based solely on who's right for me and who is looking for the same things I'm looking for. So, with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow for part 2 of this video. So, bye. Oh, I am so excited about this.